Hello friends, this is Bhatia from Sukhmaniimmigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant today. Very excited. Why? Because yet another express entry draw came in. And what are the details? What is the analysis? I'll share everything with you. Before I go ahead, a small request, if you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration, news, update, tips, tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. And please press the bell icon so this video comes to you immediately when we upload. So without further delay, let's move on to a very important video which is about express entry. And this is the 9th express entry draw of 2024. The draw number is 287. And you won't believe this. This is the lowest CRS in 2024 till now. Till now, that is the important thing. Lowest CRS. Now, from the government website, here are the details right in front of you. This is the 9th draw and the details from the government website are in front of you. So sometimes difficult to read. So I will be doing the highlights of this draw. This draw was on the last day of February. This is 29th February and this is Thursday. In fact, this was a leap year, so that's why 29th February. Total number of candidates invited were 2,500 and this was a French draw. So now the cutoff, you won't believe the cutoff. The CRS was 336. So 336 was a CRS score and almost 200 points decreased. Almost 200 points decreased as compared to the previous draw which happened on Wednesday, which was a general draw. Look at the comparison. The general people are struggling at 500 and French are getting this at 336. So, tie-breaking rule, January 18th, 2024. With this, first of all, many congratulations. Many congratulations to whosoever who have got this, because this is your golden ticket. And please use this golden ticket wisely. If you have even an iota of doubt, if you need any professional help, you can reach out to me or anybody else. But if you need professional help, do take professional help. Reach out to the professionals so that they can help you get to the Canada easily. Now, with that, a question which I encounter so many times, because people see that French is getting at 336 and I get this question so frequently. Can you tell us how can we get into the French category? This is a simple question. How can you get into the French category? To get into the French category, the first thing you need to show is you need to demonstrate that you know French. And how will you demonstrate? You have to show the proof. And the proof is that you need to take the exam. And there are two exams. One is TEF and the other is TCF. These are the two exams. And you know what? I have the first-hand experience of all these things. That's why I'm telling you all this stuff. I have learned French 20 years back. I was in school, I learned at that time, then later I learned it from Alliance Française Institute in Delhi. I'm not promoting any institute, first of all, right? You can pick and select whatever you want to, but I learned it from here and later on I lived in Paris also. When I went to Paris, I realized my French, even after learning from Alliance Française, even after learning in French, was at the level of a nursery. At the nursery level. I was like, when the French people talk, I was almost like able to understand just 5 or 10%. They talk so fast. So, you have to demonstrate that you have to go and take the exam, TEF or TCF. Only then, once you know the French, it's not just that you know the French. You have to demonstrate by taking an exam. Once you have the exam results, only then you can be a part of the French category. Now, the question is, how will you learn French? A simple question. How will you learn French? Well, the first thing I'll tell you, three important things, which is practice, practice, practice. Nothing else. You learn any language, English, Hindi, French, Punjabi, Sanskrit, only by practice and continuous use you can learn this. Otherwise, it will degrade. So practice, 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 and stay motivated. Because what happens, 2 days you will go for the French class and later, oh, I don't understand what's going on. Leave it. So stay motivated, use the right resources. I have used Alliance Française. You can use whichever institute you think is best. You can hire a personal trainer, you can use online resources. At that time, the online resources were not there. So use the right resources, use your French in your daily conversation. Listen to the music, listen to the movies, and try to read French kids book. I'm not saying you read college books, textbooks, not newspaper, just kids books, the photo books. Read kids books and practice grammar and spelling. Write. Because this is one of the biggest problems. People don't write. Write. Practice spelling and grammars. So these are the ways you can do that. French, English, once you take the test, right? Well, English you have 3 tests now. You have IELTS, you have CELPIP, and you have the third one is PTE. But for French there are 2 tests, TEF and TCF, and after taking any of these, either English or French, English you have to do CLB equivalent, but French you have to do NCLC equivalent. That will give you the grading, grade level 7, level 6, whatever that provides you. NCLC provides you the equivalent level. So with that information about the French, let us move on to the very, very important component of this video, which is an eye-opener to you. And stay tuned for this component, which is analysis. Now, analysis, as I always say, 2 factors are there in the analysis. One, which is the number of people called, and the second one is the CRS. Well, if the number of people increase, your chance will come. If the number of people go down, your chance will not come. Right? If CRS goes lower, your chance can come just like this. CRS 336. So anybody who has a low CRS can get into it if he is into the French category. So with this, let's see first of all number of people invited. So date by date, draw by draw, total number of people invited right here in front of your eyes. This data nobody will provide you, I'm very much sure. So 19,390 people are invited so far. 9 draws are done, date by date, draw by draw, category by category information right in front of your eyes. So with this information, now let's look at the graphically the same information. If we see graphically, you can see the big towers here. The 7,000 tower, which was also a French, 7,500 tower, which is also a French tower, and then 3,500, then 2,500 towers, right? So CRS, the CRS score was 336. This is the lowest CRS so far. 336 is the lowest CRS. You have the CRS details right in front of your eyes. So if we look at the same thing graphically, you can see the lowest CRS bar is with the French. Now, with this, let us see a very important data, which is January had 3 draws and February had 6 draws. And the draw number will go on. So, category based draws. The category based draws, there are 4 draws held which are in categories. 2 are in French. 2 French draws, 1 healthcare draw and 1 agriculture draw. 4 category based draws happened so far. Another important, and this data is very, very important. This is the data which shows 10,000 people, almost 10,000 people just in the French category have been called. The numbers right in front of you. And comparison, if we do the comparison with the French category, more than 50%, 19,390 people were the total number of people invited, out of which 50%, Just look at the numbers. Eye-opener. 50% were only in the French category. I have been telling you, please watch my previous videos. I have been telling you French will be the biggest category. And right here is the proof. 70%, and this is another important data, 70% of the ITAs were for categories. Here it is. 70% of the ITAs were given into the category section, and 30%, just the 30% for general. The numbers don't lie. This is the biggest problem. And if you are into the general category, my friend, 500 plus you cannot achieve without the help of PNP, without the help of LMIA, without the help of French. You will not be able to achieve it. So, one thing which I can say is, and these are my predictions. It may be right, it may be wrong, but these are my predictions. Express entry draws will be held regularly. That's the first thing. CRS, for the general category, I don't see CRS coming down below 500 in the next 3 or 4 months. And this is again my prediction. And more category based draws will happen. Also, general draws, the size will not be big. The size will be less than 2000. And category draws will be bigger. We already had 7000 plus draw in French. 2000 plus draw also in French. Healthcare, 3000 plus draw. So, French will be the biggest category right here. And I have been telling from the very first video. So, that's the information for you. If you need to discuss your case with us, more than welcome. Each case is different, each situation is different, and you can book an appointment to do so. Our office is located in Brampton. Address, email ID, phone number. Everything is shared right here with you. Very important. If you have still not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. Our team puts lots of effort to bring all this data to you. So that will be a source of encouragement to them. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.